we are so excited. We are doing gymnastics again on our Keeping Up with College Sports, brought to you by Rights of Saturday. And we are just so excited to get this started. I am a gymnastics newbie. Molly is our veteran. Molly, tell me what we should be looking for this season.
Well, first, I have the most serious question for Georgia is in the last year, have you learned how to do a cartwheel?
I have not. I have had
Wow.
multiple people try to force me to flip my body over, and I won't do it.
I want somebody to go back and find the video of you saying, I'm gonna learn how to do a cartwheel this year. Because you did say that at one point last year.
I don't remember that. I probably did. Not calling you a liar, but no, I have not learned. I've had multiple people be like, "Just do it. Just fling your body." No, I'm not gonna fling my body through the air.
Well, over the weekend, we had the Sprouts Farmers Market Collegiate Quad. It's a huge national meet. It included the LSU team. LSU tied with the highest score with Oklahoma at a 197.5. That's almost a perfect score. Like, that's crazy. But they did lose the trophy on their six score tiebreaker. So Oklahoma officially won that meet against LSU. LSU had several strong candidates here. Once again, we've talked about this girl probably every week last year. Kaylin Keough just like last year, I think she scored like 6 10s throughout the season. It was crazy. But she had won the all around with a 39.6. Guys, that's 4 tenths from a perfect score. That's wild. And earned the shared beam title at a 9950. Courtney Blackson tied for first on the bars at a 9950 for her first individual title as a Tiger. So far, our number one team in the gymnastics collegiate era here is the Florida Gators. Just from what we saw last year with my voodoo with the Florida Gators, Georgia, how do you feel about the Florida Gators leading the nation currently? Like, do you think that'll stick around?
I don't know, not to be a hater, but I just feel like Oklahoma is just still that team, still those girls.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like
I
we
mean, your girls aren't far off. Alabama's only ranked number 4.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this season for my Bama girls. But yeah, I still think that Oklahoma is running the gymnastics league right now. And good for Florida. Obviously, Florida has really good girls on their team, so I'm not surprised they're ranked number one, but I don't think that's where they're going to end up at the end of the season.
We obviously used to be a little biased with the SEC, and we've since moved on to Rights of Saturday. But I do want to say that, like, the SEC rules gymnastics. Like, when you look at the top 10 teams, I mean, the top 4 teams are SEC teams. We're looking at LSU, Florida, Alabama, Oklahoma, clearly. I mean, these are all teams that are just like they're top dogs, you know? Like they've got that dog in them. And I love watching it. I love seeing the Bible Belt just really coming to life here. I do want to say that next week we have LSU versus Georgia, which is going to be a great meet. Georgia's currently ranked in the top 15. However, the Georgia Gym Dogs are these types of teams that you just never know. Like, also LSU could have a bad week. Somebody could be injured, somebody could fall off beam or bars or floor. But your team in particular is competing against Florida, the Alabama versus Florida meet. How do you feel going up against currently the number one team in the nation?
I'm confident. It's the beginning of the season. Obviously, like it's still a lot of the same girls that we had last season, that we have this season as well. So I think just like having more of a veteran team is really nice. And yeah, I think at the beginning of the year, anything could happen. Like when you're going off those like preseason rankings in any sport, you never know. So I'm confident for my girls. I can't wait to watch. So
Alabama has every chance in the world at winning this meet. I think being, especially that top 2 and 3 spot is tied right now. I do think anything can happen, and I do think Alabama could move up in the rankings, especially, I mean, especially if they beat Florida, but they could. They could move up in the rankings.
Yeah, even if they keep it tight, I feel like if it's not a complete blowout, then I don't see them moving that much further down unless everyone else has an incredible week.
Right. And I think, LSU is competing against Georgia next week. I think Kaylin Keough is just gonna like, uh, she's on one. I love her. Everything she does is just perfection. And I think Georgia's gonna watch out. I think Alabama has a tough, tough week ahead for them. Um, but I do want to shout out somebody obviously outside the SEC, Avery Neff from Utah. Utah Gymnastics has actually always had a great program, so good for them. But Avery Neff from Utah hit a career first perfect 10. It is the highest scored record recorded on any single event that day, indicating she's likely leading the field on the apparatus floor. So I'm happy for her. Utah is one that we are watching very closely. I would be nervous competing against a school like Utah just because a lot of the girls that are on the team at Utah grew up in the SEC, and I think that's something to say.
I don't know why, but gymnastics just feels like a Utah thing. What else do you do in Utah other than tumble around?
You're like, I don't know. Like, what
Of
I
course, you're
mean,
flipping your body like crazy. You have nothing else to do.
right, exactly. I mean, Utah's fourth overall in the Sprouts Farmers Market quad meet. I love that Sprouts is stepping in with a gymnastics meet here. But Avery Neff, I mean, she had two perfect tens last week, and she had vault and a vault perfect 10 career high. I think that's amazing. Senior Ashley Glenn scored a career high as well of a 9975 on vault. So obviously they're a powerhouse on vault. Floor and beam, just amazing. I mean, floor they literally almost had in a perfect all around score with everybody competing. So I just think that's a scary team to look forward to. We didn't get to talk about them much last year because we only spoke about the SEC, but I'm excited to talk about Utah, schools like Utah, NC State, University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. I'm excited to talk about all these teams. But for this week, we're just going to talk about the top four, which just happen to be SEC teams. But
Oh no.
oh, let us know in the comments what you think. What are your predictions about this year in gymnastics? And let us know if you think Georgia should finally learn a cartwheel. But don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next week.